Winfield Township regular meeting, 7 p.m., November 14th.
2022.
This is the first year that we're going down to this year. We changed their destination run.
Trustee Bolt?
Here.
Trustee Hacker?
Here.
Trustee Lucas?
Here.
Trustee Lightner?
Here.
Supervisor Prater?
Here. Please rise with pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Review and approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting held October 10th, 2022.
Make a motion to approve minutes. I'll second it.
Thank you. Trustee Bolts made the motion, seconded by Trustee Hacker. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Trustee Bolt?
Aye.
Trustee Hacker?
Aye.
Trustee Lucas?
Aye.
Trustee Lightner?
Aye.
Supervisor Prater?
Aye, motion passes.
Excuse me, don't we have to vote to
Oh,
allow her to be on the?
Very good. I'm sorry.
good call.
Okay, would you like to make the motion? Trustee Lefferts?
I make a motion to approve trustee Lucas being on the phone call.
I'll make the second.
Video, audio.
Is that audio, video, yes, because she's down at TOI meeting, yes. I'll second the motion. Call roll.
Trustee Bolt?
Aye.
Trustee Hacker?
Aye.
Trustee Lucas?
Aye.
Trustee Lightner?
Aye.
Supervisor Prater?
Aye, motion passes. Thank you, Trustee Lefferts. Review and approval of public hearing for the town budget and appropriation ordinance 2022-6 in October 17, 2022. I'll make the motion to approve. Want a second?
I'll second it.
Trustee Electman, any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Trustee Bolt?
Aye.
Trustee Hacker? Aye. Trustee Lucas?
Aye.
Trustee Lightner?
Aye.
Supervisor Prater?
Aye, motion passes. Public comments? Anyone would like to make any public comments? There is no public here, by the way, Trustee Lucas. Moving on to review and approval of the board auditor report from October 7th to November 10th, 2022 for the amount of $289,881.58.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Trustee Electman.
Second.
Seconded by Trustee Bolt. Any discussion? I will say that Trustee Bolt's, Trustee Hacker, and Trustee Lucas, it was my fault this time that the pages were out of order. I apologize. But hearing no questions, please call roll.
Trustee Bolt?
Aye.
Trustee Hacker? Aye. Trustee Lucas?
Aye.
Trustee Lightner?
Aye.
Supervisor Prater?
Aye, motion passes. New business, monthly and financial and investment reports, that's information only.
Unfinished business?
No.
Okay.
Board meeting dates for 2023 Winfield Township. This is basically information only. I'm just letting you guys know what the meeting dates are gonna be. Any questions on that? Hearing none, review and approval of resolution 2022-3 holidays for 2023.
Make a motion to approve.
Trustee Bolton made a motion,
For holidays.
I'll second.
seconded by Trustee Elecna. Any questions or discussion? I will say that I did actually give these dates as well to Highway Commissioner Duza. He gave the okay for these dates as well. Hearing no questions, please call roll.
Trustee Lightner?
Aye.
Trustee Lucas?
Aye.
Trustee Hacker?
Aye.
Trustee Bolt?
Aye.
Supervisor Prater?
Aye, motion passes. Review and approval of resolution 2022-4 elected officials pay schedule. First off, in the very title of this, It should be elected officials' semi-monthly pay schedule, not bi-monthly, beginning December 2022, saying that, requesting that the highway commissioner, assessor, clerk, and supervisor get paid 2 periods of the month, being the 15th and the 30th, just the same amount of compensation, just 2 different checks instead of at the end of the month. I'll make the motion,
Second.
seconded by trustee Bowles. Any discussion?
I'd like to hear, I don't know if Mark Malik's there or not.
Yeah.
John, yeah, and Mark, and, because it says we're determined it's in the best interest, so I just want to hear from both of you to see if this is your best interest.
Yeah, so it really doesn't matter to me, but I think it's in the best interest of keeping it the same as the rest of the employees. I mean, it's a bookkeeping thing, I think, for mostly, because everybody else gets paid twice a month. And years back, the elected officials, they did that. I don't even know why they did. They did it.
Jerry Gerardo changed.
Jerry Gerardo changed it, and for some reason, they did that. But there's no reason that I know of that works better. If it works better for bookkeeping, I'm all for it.
For me, it's home bookkeeping.
Yeah,
It's a little
exactly.
easier to budget when you get paid twice a month versus once a month. It's
So I always like,
been doing it for 10 years and it's still hard.
yeah, no,
Did you hear that, Judy?
Yeah,
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Trustee Bowles.
Aye.
Trustee Hacker.
Aye.
Trustee Lucas.
Aye.
Trustee Electric.
Hi,
Supervisor Prater.
Aye, motion passes. Review and approval of the intergovernmental agreement with Wayne Township. In order for the LARPA funds to go through, they kind of deal with Wayne Township, we have to have an intergovernmental agreement with them, which is due to the county tomorrow. Latest, otherwise we lose the LARPA fund. So I make a motion to approve the IGA with Wayne Township.
Question.
Yes,
So,
don't we have?
Wait, I'll
have a
second it.
motion?
yes, thank you, trustee Wells. Go ahead with the question, sorry.
so we approve this, and then in 2 years, the next board doesn't. Are the seniors that are grandfathered in now, will they continue to be there?
The seniors that are grandfathered in there now would continue to still be there.
Is that in there somewhere then?
No,
I asked for it
when?
a while ago.
With this new intergovernmental agreement, this is literally just LARPA funds. The LARPA funds that I asked for, the 140.
I don't wanna see those, was it 20 or 30 seniors in 2 years? When
That's
we-
also up to Wayne Township. That's
I
not,
understand that.
that's up to Wayne Township if they choose to do that. It's their facilities. Any other questions?
Is that, I suppose that 140 is already etched in the stone,
Correct, from the county, yes.
So this, the intergovernmental agreement, it really has nothing to do with the other park districts. This is mainly Wayne and us.
This is Wayne
Yep.
Senior Center, and
Yep.
yes. Hearing no further discussion, please call roll.
Trustee Bowles.
Aye.
Trustee Hacker.
Aye.
Trustee Lucas.
Aye.
Trustee Electric.
Hi,
Supervisor Prater.
Aye, motion passes. Okay. F, review of ordinance 2022-07, the tax levy ordinance for the township to be voted on in December. I gave 2 tax levy ordinance, one at 0% that we have kept 0 so far, and the other 4.898% increase. I also gave the comparison so you guys can see it. Obviously, we'll be voting on this in December. I'd like the board to keep wary that everything is going up in prices. Right now, if you look at our comparison, we have already at 95.8% in fuel for the bus already alone. cost of living for people in general is like, what, 8% this time around? And just to also remember, and I'm sure Assessor Mark is here to say as well, if he needs to hire somebody else in a little bit, we gotta be able to have that in the budget.
Yeah, so last year, we did, you guys did a zero, and we also had, there's also a thing called new construction, which is above and beyond. Last year was one of our highest years of new construction, and we passed on that. So the P-tax, the law is you get CPI plus new construction. So CPI is cost of living. It's been 1% and 2% in the 2s for 10 years now. Things are going up, but cost or new construction gets added on it. Last year was one of our biggest years. This year's even bigger. Most of the part is the business park, and we got a lot of apartments, new apartments, parking garage over at the hospital, and stuff like that, is included in new construction. Most of it is the business park out there. These massive buildings are going up. So that allows for, it's just new taxes that come on. It's not spread out over everybody. The new construction is how much new construction will be added to the township. And again, I'm gonna have to hire somebody soon because, so just to give you a little history, when I started here, there were 7 employees plus the assessor. Now, things have gotten computers and everything, and we've downsized, but 4 years ago, I had 4, which worked great, and one lady retired, but at that time, then my budget was cut, so I never did hire anybody else, and we get through it, but what I don't want to leave the township without people that know what they're doing. And I have 3 great workers, but we're all about the same age. And eventually I got to hire a entry level person just so they can be trained in carrying on. Plus, it's not like there's not, in the assessment thing, it's not like you can't do all the work, but you can always do more. You can always redo neighborhoods quicker than you would if you had the staff. Now, obviously, I'm very proud of my staff, and we're very professional and have a lot of experience. But having said that, probably not this year because it's a quad coming up, and I don't want to be training somebody during the quadrennial. Probably next year, I'm probably going to ask for monies to hire an entry level position. Now, my budget, it's a weird thing because I've never felt the need to spend it or lose it. So, but I can't, there's nowhere for me to put money aside over to, like the township can, in reserves. I have 1 year and I'm done. There's no way for me ever to save up and do this stuff. So it always has to be at one time. There's not a gradual process. So that's, I really suggest that this year with inflation going to 8%, the max you could take would probably be, it's going to be 5 plus the 2+% would be 7. I don't, you don't know how to do that. But I don't think going to 4, whatever, just under 5 is that egregious to the taxpayer either, because it's been a while. And that's money, especially the new construction, that doesn't always, you can never recapture that. So that's my suggestion. And if anybody, you guys all know I'm here every day, but call me anytime you got questions about my budget or my feelings on the township budget and levy, not so much about the levy. And it's weird the timing of all this because I present my budget in January, but the levies, government always does everything backwards. Everybody's calling me now because they got to get their levies in, And we don't have our new construction figures for them until last week or 2 weeks ago, so they're all, no, we gotta get all this in and everything. It's kind of backwards how they do it, but that's how they do it. So that's what, I just wanna make that clear.
Thank you, Assessor Malay. Any questions?
I just want to throw something right out there too. Just because it says 4.8 does not mean we're going to get 4.8 either.
Correct, correct,
We're going to end up getting 3%.
correct.
So we
Well,
aim high and
no, it'll be, cause it's CPI, which is expected to be over 5. Plus new construction. But this is capped at 5 plus new construction. So if the CPI, even if the CPI was at 4 and new construction was at 2, that's 6% legally that could be levied for. So new construction is always added on top of what and it was a great law passed in the early 90s, believe me, it was. Most in the township is hardly capped. Townships are hardly capped. The problem is the schools got around it, and the municipalities, some of them all got around it for safety issues, travel issues, and they weaken that P-tax law so much that if everybody would have had it hard capped like townships do, then we wouldn't be in the state that we're in.
Thank you, Assessor. Going moving on, review of ordinance 2022-08, tax levy ordinance for the highway department to be voted on in December.
So you have my proposed levy with a recap of the last 2 years of our past levies. We're raising it 4.9. The price of our fuel, culverts, all the materials, all of our parts, everything is skyrocketed. Asphalt, I mean, you name it, everything we do. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. But I give you the comparison to show you where we're at, where we're going. We kept it flat for a couple of years, a few years ago, but I can't. I have to raise it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.
Great. Trustee Lucas, just so you know, everyone just received the highway commissioner's levy. You received it via email just because you were gone. So you feel free to talk to highway commissioner Dusa, okay? Sure, but at a separate time, because everyone should see this brand new.
Got
Okay, ongoing business at this moment. Farm reports, highway commissioner John Dusa.
We have one correspondent from Rose Coons, Westwood Homeowners Association, hosted their homeowners meeting that they haven't had in 2 years at our shop. They usually normally have it at the Winfield Library. They're still not allowing groups in there. So I offered my facility and they were very pleased, and I think they'll be back in the spring for another one. They usually have them twice a year, fall and spring. So, and then other things going on in the township, leaf pickup starts the 28th of November, which is in 2 weeks from today. The next brush pickup is in April. County mowing is done for the year. We did our last mowing in early November. Our asphalt project is complete. We did some shoulder gravel this year in a few areas that really needed it elsewhere. Other areas had so many leaves out, there was no way we could even attempt it. Due to the strike that was on in the summer, the contractor ran 6 weeks behind, which in turn pushed everybody off, and we finally got our project done. They still have to go back and do some striping at James and Center for some stop bars, and then I gotta go around and shovel up some asphalt piles yet, but hopefully that'll get done soon. Trucks are ready for snow, and if you have any questions about the levy, let me know, and happy Thanksgiving.
Assessor?
Yeah, so today was our last day to file. we like to stay in our office. So it's 30 days after publication, so today was the day. We're statistically every year, we're either the top in DuPage County for percentage of board review complaints. I expect that again this year. And on the levy side, if anybody has questions for me, feel free to contact me.
Thanks, Mark. For October in general assistance, we had 23 LAHEAP applications, 1 general assistance applicant now, so monthly she'll be receiving $400 every month. 9 emergency assistance funds, 6 for food and 3 for rental. 1 pastor's fund for rental and about 458 calls. Our senior bus had 125 riders and 224 stops. And then Roger Page had 1 rider with 2 rides. And then the miles added this year on this month for our bus is 1,738. Yeah. So over 1,000 miles compared to last year. Other than that, we got ready and got our November Thanksgiving bags out. Someone did give 2 specifically bags, at least $600 on top of it. So if you look in the board report, there's a minus $660 on top of the $1,000 we received money for that, which was really cool. You're able to get a little bit more for the gift cards for their choosing of what protein they needed or wanted. And then we're just getting ready for Christmas right now as well, giving the family names to the individuals that want to go for Christmas. Other than that, at this moment, that is what's going on in general assistance in my area. Any questions?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, trustee Paulsen made a motion to adjourn, seconded by trustee Alekna. Any questions? Hearing none, please call roll.
Trustee Paulsen.
Aye.
Trustee Hacker.
Aye.
Trustee Lucas.
Aye.
Trustee Electa.
Aye.
Supervisor Brady.
Aye, motion passes at 7:21 PM. Thank you very much. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving and please drive
Yes,
safely home,
everything.
trustee Lucas.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I remember, I'm the one who
Oh,
remember
yeah.
Yes.
everything.
It's a good
Yes.
thing you're here, Barb. It's a good thing you're here.
Yeah, what the heck? What is wrong with you today? Thank you, sir.
Barb brought their A game today.
Yeah, I'm usually not that person.
You are that person. You are that person.
Are you having now? You're not.
I'm not.
You're not.
This is the first year that Caitlin is gonna go to
The
her
only one I'm gonna do.
husband's family
This
on
is correct.
Thanksgiving.
Oh,